In this video, I'm going to go over how to use the Pallidus Excel tool to download data directly into Excel. If you haven't received the Excel tool yet, contact Pallidus.io to download it. So once we have this installed, we're going to open up this toolbar Pallidus and click Manage Connection. Here's where you're going to enter your username and password, which again, if you don't have them, contact Pallidus.io and click OK. And that will connect you to the Pallidus server. We then can click Get Data, and we'll essentially go through these tabs and design a query that will download the data that you want. So I'm going to download, your client will auto-populate. I'm going to download data from another client. And the second tab is called Data, and it has all of these fields. These are all the fields that the Pallidus device transmits to the server. The one that we want to probably look at, and we'll look at here, is activity, but certainly you can look at light levels, you can look at humidity, temperature, anything else that that's transmitted, you can download. You can even download multiple ones into the same Excel sheet if you want. But for this example, I'll just do activity. The next tab is device. These are all the devices that are on here. We'll just do 4 devices, but you can of course download them all if you want. The next tab is the date, the range that you want to download. I have this set to May 8th to May 22nd. That seems fine. We'll leave that alone. You can also set the time. So this is downloading from 18 o'clock or 6 p.m. to 6 p.m. And you can choose the time zone, whether it's universal time or I'll choose local time, meaning your local computer time. And the final tab we're looking at is a time aggregation. So because it's a lot of data across a couple of weeks, the data points themselves come in every minute. And so that's the resolution of the raw data, but you may not want them at their full resolution. So often, let's do 1 hour aggregation. So we're binning our activity data into 1 hour bins, which for multi-week data is usually a pretty good binning width. The last point I want to bring up is this window on the right here, this pane on the right, is that we can save this configuration. So I can save this configuration. I can say, let's say data output 1. But you can give it a name, and that way you can come back to this configuration. There I have it here, data output 1, and I can reload it. So if we come back at a later date and you want to get exactly that, that query again, it can be saved here. So let's run it, and what this tool will do is connect to the Pallidus server and then download all the data. So we got these 4 devices that took it 10 seconds or so to go get this data. We can see that it starts at May 8th, it ends at May 22nd. Let's just plot one of them so that we can see. I'm highlighting that, and I'm just going to use Excel. And we see this is the data, the activity data off of that device. Or I can move it around and you can kind of get an idea. This is about 2 weeks of data, and you can see that rhythmic circadian rhythm in the data. So that's how I use the Pallidus Excel tool to download data.